Hi guys, just a quick recap from yesterday. Yesterday we looked at 3 sentence introductions and we looked at a very basic template, which is the first sentence where you give a neutral statement and you say it's a controversial issue. The second one where you rewrite the question and maybe say some people think this, others disagree. And the third point is what you will do. So this essay will discuss both sides. We talked about that as a very basic template. It works, but if you're aiming for a higher band, then you need to work a bit harder. Obviously, it makes sense. And I've written a blog for you, so you can see all of the things that we talked about yesterday, and all of the examples are there. But what we're going to do today is look at your examples and talk about those points that we raised yesterday. Is your opinion clear? Are you using the right paraphrase, synonyms to paraphrase, or are you just simply copying and repeating the same question? So I've just put them in the order that they came in. Thank you very much for sending them. And I've put your names when I have the names. I don't always have the names, that's fine. But do let me know if you find this useful. I can do it again. It's very easy. It works for me. So if you enjoy it and want to do more, then that's great. Oh, and do remember, I've also sent the link to this document so you can download it and you can see the order of names so you can find your own. So Vu comes first. Vu says motorbikes and bikes. Oh, and the question, sorry, let's just have a quick look at the question. The question is that cars are the best way to travel around cities. So make sure you're very specific. It's about cities. Others think bicycles are better, and you have to discuss both sides and, of course, give your own opinion. Even if that's not in the question, you always have to give your own opinion. So Vu says motorbikes and bikes are playing a crucial role. So that's temporary. Vu, you mean always or at the moment? Both is okay. All over the world. Okay, it didn't talk about motorbikes, so I would probably keep it simple and say bikes. Bicycles, bikes. However, the question of whether... Oh, I see. Okay. No, right. Bikes. And I probably would replace, so you've got a reference word, whether they are the best choice. For people in urban areas, that's good. Synonym has been debated for ages. That's a little informal. But present perfect is good. This essay will elaborate both views before. Now, why is it blue with Google Docs? It can help you concluding because before is a preposition, so therefore you need ing before concluding that motorbikes have more advantages than bikes in urban transportation. Okay, so yes, there's some repetition, urban. Oh, and a bit strange, you're comparing motorbikes and bikes. Okay, that's not the question. The question was, what was the question? Cars and bicycles. So you've gone slightly off topic, I think, there, Vu. But yes, you're following the 3-part structure and that's fine. Okay, Roxanne. There are several advantages and disadvantages for travelling through. I don't know what you mean. I wouldn't use that just a you. So I would take that out for travelling because you want the general statement in cities. In using cars, these are the excellent reasons. However, there are downsides. pollution. Okay, right, you're throwing a lot. I can't cope with all of the ideas. It's almost too complex. So it's too complex. So let's say cars have many benefits. Cars have many benefits such as speed and convenience. So keep it simple, so we don't lose the examiners. Cars have many benefits such as speed and convenience. Keep it simple. However, there are downsides. Okay, we don't need that. For example, pollution, and they are expensive. If you are, be careful with expressions if you're not quite sure on a tight budget. And then I take that out. Keep it simple. Too much coming in one place. So we don't need. Bicycles are good for helping our environment, budget friendly and health reasons. Although, right, that's never followed by a comma. So that's bicycles are helpful. There are some disadvantages. Okay, I would just say I'm not going to correct everything, but there's just too much information going on. Keep to the 3-line sentence, Roxanne. Keep it simple. Because, yeah, it's too much. It's good, but it's bad. It's good, but it's bad. Keep one idea for each sentence, I think. There are some disadvantages. Okay, I would take that out. Talk about that later. So not although, but. Okay, so take all of that out. But there are some disadvantages. Bicycles are good for helping our environment. Full stop. They are budget friendly and healthy. So budget healthy, but there are some disadvantages. Okay, so that's much simpler. For example, pollution. Great. There are several advantages and disadvantages. Oh, several methods. Several methods for travelling in cities. Cars have many. So that's your background statement. Cars have many benefits such as speed and convenience. However, there are downsides. For example, pollution, and they are expensive if you're on a tight budget. Bicycles, on the other hand, are good for helping our environment. Okay, let's make it a longer sentence. They are budget friendly. They are also, sorry, Roxanne, budget friendly and healthy, but there are some disadvantages. Okay, good. Yogita. Many people prefer comfortable and fast modes of transportation like a car, while others prefer bicycles, which are eco-friendly, cheap and healthy. Okay, good, specific. However, getting around by bike has some disadvantages. As for me, no. So I wouldn't use that. Don't use as for me. It's different meaning. Use in my opinion. Cars are preferable in terms of safety, time, efficiency and convenience, because you've used nouns there. And then I would take that out. Okay, good. Lovely. Yogita, nice, you got it. Beatrice. Transport is an important issue in all urban areas, mostly due to the lack of a reliable public transport system is the countable version. So you've got a lack of a reliable public transport system. It is clear cut that cars are an enormous source of pollution and traffic. Bicycles, on the other hand, are environmentally friendly, cheaper and healthier. However, moving around by bicycle is slower. Way is a little informal, can be quite dangerous in most developing countries and makes you dirty even before starting work. Yes. Again, a little bit too much detail in the introduction because you want to keep these ideas for later. But it's okay. Thus, for our modern and cosmopolitan life, cars are a necessary evil is the expression. A necessary evil. Okay. I think I'd like to see your opinion a bit more clearly. Thus, in this essay, I will argue yes, this essay will argue that for our modern and cosmopolitan life, cars are, okay, that's all it needed, just to show the examiner where you're going. Great. Okay, Yihan, in recent years, many megacities have advocated citizens to travel by bicycle instead of cars. Okay, advocated is good, but the grammar is difficult. Advocated that citizens travel by bicycle. Bicycle with no S instead of by car. Yes. In order to solve the problems of increasing traffic congestion and pollution. Good. Although I agree that bicycles are better in protecting our environment and saving personal transport costs, in this essay I will argue that cars are still the best for personal transportation, largely due to them being more practical and efficient. Lovely. Nice, Yihan. Very, very, very nice. Specific, perfect. Now, I'm not sure who wrote this one. It was very short. Question mark here, short one. It's more like a conclusion. It's not that you need something, introduction, first line or background statement here. You need it's a bit too direct. So I agree that traveling by cars is better because traveling is a noun. Traveling by cars is better. And this is a linking word, as bicycles are slower and not as enjoyable. Okay, fine. Getting there, just need a little bit more information. Marina, ecological activists all over the world urge dwellers. Now, Marina, this is an example of, okay, dweller means somebody who lives somewhere, but it doesn't substitute exactly. So you could say city dwellers, that's fine. City dwellers is okay, but dwellers sounds unnatural. I'll urge city dwellers to replace cars with environmentally friendly types of vehicles. However, choosing the mode of transport for commuting, people are more likely to be motivated by comfort considerations. Great. I will discuss both views, supporting reasonable arguments and express my view. Okay, so this is a bit template. It's okay, you can use the odd template expression, but it's too much. The whole thing is template, whereas this was very specific. And so you need to say something like, and argue that overall cars are the better option. For example, something like that. We want to see what you're going to argue so that your opinion is clear. Okay, good. Victoria, most people argue that vehicles have become. I wouldn't say most people argue that. You could say vehicles have become. Right, that doesn't make sense, that whereas. Vehicles, you mean motor vehicles? Cars, let's say cars have become the most significant part of my daily life. I would try and become problematic in city centres. City centres. Cars have become problematic in city centres because of the pollution they cause. However, are bicycles more reliable? This essay will argue, despite that convenient way of transport by car, cycling is the best method of travelling. Okay. However, bicycles are not as bicycles are cheaper and better for the environment, but they have some drawbacks. Okay, that's a little bit template. Or they can be unreliable, especially in bad weather. So it's specific, it's more specific. This essay will argue that despite the convenience of cars, don't need transportation by cars. Cycling is the best method of travelling by far. Okay. Okay, so now you've got kind of both sides. Cars are problematic because of the pollution. Bicycles are better, but they're unreliable. This essay will argue, despite the convenience, cycling is the best method. Okay, good. Hassan, nowadays, millions of humans sounds a bit strange, just people. Millions of people drive or cycle on the road. Yeah, don't need on the road. Unnecessary, of course, on the road to reach their destinations. It's not exactly addressing the question straight away, Hassan. In this essay, I will argue whether a car or bicycle is the best way. Although a four-wheel is faster and needs less time, I believe, not concur, avoid concur. I'm going to just leave it there so you can see that it's avoid it. I believe that, again, we talked about two-wheelers is a bit strange. Bikes, a different word is fine. Bikes are more eco-friendly and allow better access to unpaved and rural areas. Okay, but the question is about the city. So be careful. Be careful that you don't go off topic. So a little bit off topic there, Hassan. So again, four-wheel vehicles, cars are faster and need less time to reach their destination. I believe that bikes are more eco-friendly. Yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah, I really avoid paraphrasing when it's it's not exactly the same meaning. Kavita, in this modern era, pollution is increasing, I would say, because you're saying it's kind of, at the moment, modern era. and I don't think you need in this modern era. Sounds a bit old-fashioned. Pollution is increasing remarkably due to automobiles. Okay. One group of people. I wouldn't say group. I would just say some people. Some people, because a group is just a group. Some people believe cars are convenient and flexible for wandering around cities, while others think that cycles are more effective is a strange words. Are better suited to city life. It is my firm belief that bicycles are beneficial for people not only economically but also environmentally. That's fine. That's fine. Good. Yeah, that's okay. Pollution's and okay, so we need a link now. And some people believe but, so what are you saying? Okay, it's bad, but some people believe cars are the most convenient and flexible way to get around. Wandering is a bit strange. Get around cities. Others think that bicycles, yeah, are better suited to city life. That's better. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Question mark here. I don't know whose this is. Traveling from one urban centre to another might be. Okay. It's not about enjoyable, so I'm going to take that out. I would just delete that. Traveling between cities. I think it was in cities. So, okay, let's take that off. So you're starting with both opinions. Some people claim that bikes are, don't need can be, that bikes are the best way to travel in cities. To travel in cities in terms of being, or because they are, not in terms of, because they are environmentally friendly. This may be true, but cars could be in a more, because you're comparing them, more appropriate way to get around, due to, maybe instead of because of, due to the comfort factor. Saving time and performance. Okay. Yeah. This essay will discuss both points of view. Okay, so you've got the template there, but you've done the specific bit here. Some people claim bikes are the best way to travel in cities. This may be true, but cars could be a more appropriate way to get around due to their comfort, speed, and performance. So I think I'd just keep it consistent. Comfort, speed, and performance. Both points of view. Okay, points of view. But then, and argue, where is your opinion? Question mark there. Need your opinion there. Okay, Jagpreet, as air pollution and inflation, that's economically, I'm not sure if that's relevant. Or the cost of living, maybe. Cost of living has, I wouldn't say become rampant, has increased, dramatically increased. Some people consider bicycles as an efficient mode of transportation, particularly in urban areas. Okay, good. Others, however, prefer cars simply because they are more comfortable. Yes. this essay why I believe bicycles are more beneficial due to the surge in fuel prices and pollution. Great, okay. So here probably the cost of living. As air pollution and the cost of living have, because they're two things, dramatically increased, some people consider bicycles, yes. Okay, good. Intisha, in this day and age when people are desperately looking for ways to reduce our carbon footprints, they tend to be singular. Many may consider replacing cars with bicycles as an environmentally friendly alternative mode of transport across cities. Good. Nevertheless, considering the fact that cars are still the best mode of transport, both in terms of saving time So I'm going to take that out because that doesn't make sense grammatically. Nevertheless, cars are still the best mode of transport, both in terms of saving time, especially travelling to distant places. Okay, but remember it's about the city and allowing a hassle-free journey. Okay, hassle is a little informal, And then, therefore, I would place arguments in its favour. Yes, good. I can see you tried to link it with considering, but it was too complex. It was making me get lost a bit. Cars are still, so nevertheless, in my opinion, cars are still the best mode of transport. Okay, good. Yeiri, when it comes to choosing which urban transportation method is better between driving and cycling, there is, so Yeiri, it's a formal writing, so you don't use contractions. So there are always detractors, and promoters is a little bit strange. Proponents. Promoters, so that was wrong. Proponents on each side. Yeah, detractors and proponents on each side. Okay. Even though automobiles are usually faster and safer, the environmental, health and economic benefits associated with cycling make it the best form of transportation, in my opinion. Just finish off there, in my opinion, so it's clear. Good. Nice, yes. So you've been quite specific, faster and safer, and then you've got specific examples. Yes, good. Okay, question mark here. Not sure who this is. There are two diverse opinions which show off is a bit strange, which discuss the better way to travel. Okay, it's not to travel around the world, it's to travel in cities. Okay, so I'm going to take that, but just that bit out. To travel in cities. On the one hand, a car is faster and better way to explore the places. So I'm going to change that to city. While is maybe better, while on the other hand, a bicycle don't need to be a greater choice to improve people's health and save the planet. Okay, no, don't put dots. What will you argue? I will argue, so you need to just put that, so you put the pros and cons, but you just, which argument will you choose? Okay. Mr. MMA, in this essay I will be looking at we will be looking at, I wouldn't use that. The leading death tool, no. Okay, so I think MMA, go back and have a look at the idea of writing an introductory general statement and then say in this essay. So general statement first, both sides of the issue, and then say in this essay, and I'd probably say I will look at, I will argue that. So it's a little bit too much template, I would say. That's template. Yeah. Okay, try another one. Try again next time and read my blog and see some of the examples. Okay, Abdullah, mode of transportation is a debatable topic. I think we talked about this yesterday, Abdullah. So maybe something like whether... What is a debatable topic? The pros and cons of cycling in the city is a debatable topic, maybe. Some people promote and try to avoid those, argue that cars are an excellent mode of getting around town, while others prefer a bicycle. As for me, two-wheel bicycle, bicycles rank on top, rank highly in terms of healthy life, pollution control and cost. This essay will, okay. But then you don't need that because you've just said your opinion. And in my opinion, and I will go into more detail below. Something like that. Okay, good. I'm not sure whose this is. The dilemma of selecting a better mode of transportation has come to the forefront. In recent years, selecting a better. So maybe that's better. Some feel that bicycles are the best option. Don't need to utilize when it comes to commuting. However, I agree with those who say that motor vehicles are a more practical and comfortable type of transportation. Okay, again, don't need that. Or just in cities, don't need to be used. In the following parts, I will explore the rationale of both beliefs as well as the prefer and offer a justification. Okay, all right, so that's a bit template. But you've already put lots of specific language there, so it's okay. Okay, next one. While some individuals argue automobiles, so take that out, keep it simple. While cars are the ideal mode of transport in urban areas, others hold the notion that bicycles are good. In my opinion, using bicycles is more advantageous since they're faster, cheaper and a more eco-friendly means of travelling. And then we don't need that again, but that's good. Alexander, I'm wondering if that's you. Okay, good. Keep it simple though, keep it simple. Not sure whose this is either. with technology growing, population growing, maybe population, right? It's not about technology, is it? With population growing, the earth, yeah, cities. Keep it close to the question. Cities are heavily congested nowadays. So that's another point. So that's expanding. The more new cars appear on the roads, the more environmental problems we face, and the more concerned people are to seek better ways to tackle the issue. I am convinced that if mankind... That's really good, but it's slightly going off the topic, slightly. Maybe good for the conclusion, possibly. It's not asking about the catastrophe, it's asking about cars and bicycles, so a little off topic. Without a doubt, we should focus our effort on developing... Right. I would take that out then. Keep it close to on developing eco-friendly means of transport such as hybrid cars, electric bikes and bicycles. Okay, good. Lovely, that's nice. So yeah, keep to the topic. Don't be too ambitious. Keep it simple. Okay, question mark here. Don't know who this is. In this era, I don't think you need it. Because if you say cars are becoming, that means now. Cars are becoming one of the best options. Becoming one of the best options? Cars are. Keep it simple. Are one of the best options to travel around urban areas. Therefore, since global warming is happening, because it's again at the moment, okay, so this is however, so they are very good, but however, since global warming is happening in our environment, most people think others think we can solve the problem by using bicycles instead. Good. In this essay, I will discuss the benefits of both of them. And I will argue, not tend to, I will argue that cars are more convenient. And maybe that's your main point. So you could say especially for people who have small children. Good. Good. Oh, that's the last one. Okay, great. Okay, so I will put that so you can access it and you can make a copy of it, I think, and you can print it and you can find yours easily there, I hope. Okay, and thanks for your patience and watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.